Welcome to the Flying High Club in association with the World Aviation Festival, Lisbon 2025. This series in Lisbon is brought to you and powered by Swiper, the digital payment platform which works in managing disruption and airline compensation. Swiper is smart, seamless, and built for the future of air travel. You'll find more information in the link below and the comment section. Thank you to Swiper for supporting the Flying High Club at Lisbon 2025. Enjoy the episode. Welcome everyone to the Flying High Club podcast in association with the World Aviation Festival here in Lisbon in 2025. We're delighted to be bringing you the top guests. As we said, all the way through, our job is to bring you people that will give you the insights, tell you how it works, and tell us more about this industry that we are so in love with and obsessed with. And with that, I'm really pleased to be seeing, well, we're talking about transformation. And actually, there's no better person to talk about transformation than what you're seeing in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and with Saudia Group. So I'm delighted to invite onto our podcast today, Ibraheem Sheerah from Saudia Group, the Chief Transformation Officer for the group. Welcome, Ibraheem.
How you doing?
Yeah, thank you for coming along. So I want to start with getting to know you a bit better. So tell us about yourself, Ibraheem. What's your background and how have you ended up leading what is a transformation of transformations when we think about Saudia Group?
Well, my background is very simple. I'm an engineer by education, and I've worked in different industries before I joined the airlines. And working in different industries have taught me a lot about transformation, about change. So what I concern about is profitability, is making sure that the business models really is giving values and adding values to the company or the organizations in general. And the last 10 years that I was in charge of many transformation initiatives, either within the public sector, within the government, when I was working for Vision 2030 programs, or when I joined the airline 2021 post-COVID. So it was a decision that I took, and it was a very risky decision because, as you know, post-COVID-19, airlines wasn't in a very good position. And I took the risk. And the strength that I have when it comes to transformation is around people. I believe in people. I believe the potential of people. I believe that people can make a change if you show them the road, if you show them the path, and you let them know what the vision is. Yeah. So this took me to where I am right now in hitting the transformation of the group of Saudi.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Well, we're going to delve into what transformation actually means. It means so many different things to so many different people. So we'd love to hear more about that. But, we're here at World Aviation Festival. Why are conferences like this so important? And what advice would you give to people in terms of those that are coming to these conferences, what they can take away?
I think it's a very good place where you see everyone involved in this industry in the same place. So it's, again, it's like one-stop shop where you can you can save your time going to other events by knowing that multiple of those companies going to join this conference and participate in papers and lessons.
No.
The good thing about this conference personally is that I've looked into many case studies that's been presented by many industry leaders in this business, where I've learned a lot from them. And I believe it contributes heavily in the transformation, which in its broader definition, which is about improving the value chain activities within the organizations from different aspects. So from the back end to front end, the whole value chain, you can see it clearly in conferences like this, in this festival in particular. So this is why I like this. Is the second time I joined WAF. I was reluctant to join the first time, but when I tried, I never regretted.
Yeah.
Since then, yeah.
Well, I'm sure like them and like us, we'd love to welcome you back. I think the insights will be fantastic, and along with that, continue. So, WAF brings a lot of tech providers. We are talking about innovation, and it gets associated with transformation as well. What innovations are exciting you right now?
So everyone is talking about AI, agentic AI, talking about general AI, super AI. So to me, technology is an enabler. We have to look into what the customer wants. So it's basically the voice of customer would shape exactly what we're looking to when it comes to technology. Of course, these technologies disrupt the business. We want to make sure that instead of disrupting the business, it's helping the business and making and adding more value and making more money. So what I looked into technology, I looked into where can this technology help us in our value chain, in our activities within the organization. For instance, offer and orders. This is something maintenance, and there's another thing, loyalties, and how can we interact with our customers? How can we proactively know what our customer needs are and address them through technology? AI plays a big role in understanding the needs and desires of our customers, and from there, throughout the customer journey, we know exactly what value proposition we could present to our customers, from the full service carrier, from the airlines, which is B2C, from low-cost carrier, from Flyadeal, for example, and others. So we know our customer persona, and we build based on this customer persona, we go back and see what technologies could help in doing this. Also, we look into our whole operations, our whole operating model, whole business model, and see where are the gaps that we could leverage AI in. So agentic AI could help a lot in call centers, for example. Agentic AIs can help in many aspects when it comes to the apps that we have. Like for instance, Saudia, when launched the travel companion back in 2023, the idea is, how can I be your companion for real? So I can care about you, personalize you, knowing your desires, your needs, the things that you would look into them in Saudi compared to others. How we could differentiate ourselves from others, how we can be unique. We are not looking to be the best or the top airlines. We are looking to be the airlines of choice.
Yes.
And we want to look into this area of uniqueness. So you would choose us because of the unique service that we are providing to you. And this could only happen through the people in the airlines, and of course the technology, the AI things, technologies that I've been exploring in this event. And I've seen a lot of promising solutions and products in this event.
And like I said, I'm sure you have been very busy on this tour of yours, because you're involved in a transformation of, well, like you said, not only a group or an airline, but a whole kingdom at this moment in time. As you know, very exciting things going on. We're just talking offline about how we're both involved in some way in that journey, which is phenomenal. So just turning it around now, because like your time is going to be valuable. If you were advising startups or founders here, not only here at WAF or coming to see you, what should they be paying attention to? Because it can be fragmented sometimes. What would you like to see them focus on?
Startups and entrepreneurs, I think they need to look into things that is not usually looking at from the organization point of view. So they have to come up with an innovative ideas. See, airlines and customers, when it comes to innovation, they don't know what they want. You just need to look into gaps in the process, opportunity where you can eliminate many redundant steps within the process by introducing a new solution. Like the biometrics, things that you can get rid of, long queue things. So startups need to look into this from the customer journey point of view. So I would suggest, I would recommend to them to experience the customer journey, walk through the customer journey, look into bottlenecks, issues that they could eliminate and could add value to the airlines or to the whole ecosystem, whether the airline, airports, ground services, all these players within the ecosystem. Second, what would help the airlines in improving its bottom lines? So profitability. We're looking about minimizing costs and increasing revenues.
Yes.
So how would a startup or entrepreneur help airlines in increasing its revenues or optimizing its costs? So they have to look into their P&L. They have to look into their balance sheet and see how they can add value. Last but not least, I think entrepreneur, the thinking process needs to be from the customer to the technology, not the other way around. So they need to look into it from what customer always complaining about, and they can have one of two paths, either incremental improvements or incremental enhancements in the whole process for our customers to have to add value proposition or a new sort of thing, so that you can disrupt the whole industry.
Yeah.
For example, you can just come to the airport and directly accessing the aircraft
Yes.
without the human intervention. So that's crazy. So
Yes.
how can you do crazy things?
Yes.
I've been through one of the innovative ideas that I was introduced to was the blockchain, and the blockchain when it comes to contracts, smart contracts, when it comes to products that you want just to authenticate, you want to make it originated from Saudi, and you want approve of this. This is one thing. Fuel consumption, sustainability, the ESGs, and people are really interested to know more about ideas that would help reducing fuel burns and having good environments. So how can an entrepreneur come with an idea that would help us reducing fuel burns, per kilometers?
Yes.
And cargoes as well. There's huge opportunities in the commercial airlines.
Yes.
For entrepreneurs and startups.
Okay. So the pipeline is healthy.
Absolutely.
And that's a good thing to hear
Absolutely.
about the industry. Okay. We're going to move into cruise altitude now. We're talking about Saudia. What's the most exciting technology Saudia is deploying right now?
I think the most exciting technology is the Saudia is the travel companion. I think we are always walking into having generative AI working with the customers, personalizing our customers, so we know our customers. So these technologies, in cooperation with Amadeus, with other partners, would help us knowing our customer better, and integrating with the CRM would help us exactly building products, and we have target marketing to our customers based on this kind of understanding of our customers. And by the way, in Saudi, we call our customers guests. So are you familiar with? So our guests, we need to know our guests better, so we can host them better. So the technology is all around leveraging the AI technology and leveraging many aspects within the AI technology, many pillars within the AI technology.
Impressive. And we keep mentioning AI, not just you. It's always being talked about when it comes to these conferences and what's next. We had Willie Walsh on earlier saying that it will transform the organization in one shape or form. How do you see AI and data analytics changing our airline operations?
It's going to have a big impact, especially in the next 5 years, if it's not shorter than that. Knowing your operations, knowing your data, I think the main foundation for the AI is the data hub. So if you have a healthy data hub that's structured very well around your operations and learned so much, the machine learning, the thing has learned so much from your past operations, knowing exactly your weaknesses and your strengths, and building decision-making points based on these back historical data of your operations, that would help. And I think learning from our operations is what we lack of. We do not learn much because sometimes we see airlines doing the same mistakes or something the same. I think AI would help in this area, where you could avoid many issues, many bottlenecks in the process by structuring a very good data hub. And by the way, it's not only the airline; it's the whole interacted operations between the airlines and the airports. They are, Jeddah as King Abdulaziz Airport is going to be our main hub for Saudi. So having an integrated data hub between Saudi and Jeddah hub or Jeddah Airport would be beneficial for both.
Yes.
So we know from operations how we can create a seamless transit passengers experience compared to other hubs, and we could have an advantage over other hubs. So data plays a big role. We have one of the initiatives we have working in Saudi to improve, and it's going to continue with us for a long time, is building really a robust and healthy, reliable data hub.
Well, I'm going to kind of pivot towards transformation here now, Ibraheem. We've all known Saudia as the legacy carrier that it was, and it still is very present, very ever present. It's a brand well associated with the kingdom, and obviously has gone through a huge transformation over the last few years.
Yeah.
What's that journey been like from a people perspective? Because I've been there. This is how we do things. This is who we are. And from the outside in, it looks like a complete pivot. You see a different level of energy. You see a different dynamism. And that hasn't come out by chance. So I don't know if you can share a few insights into how your organization and you as a group at group level, as leaders, have really created that.
First of all, it's not easy for anyone working for legacy airlines or working for an airline that has a heritage, has a big history. I mean, Saudi Airlines started in 1945. We're almost 80 years, and this generations after generations working in this airlines, and they are proud of what they are doing. We are proud of Saudi, even before joining Saudi, because we know that Saudi Airlines, it's an integral part of the Saudi Arabians' history and Saudi Arabians' legacy. So from this perspective, we took a strategy to engage people more in this transformation. There is no such easy transformation for people, because it's basically we're changing you and we are removing you from your comfort zone.
Yes.
We want you to do more than what you think you can do, and we want to unlock the potentials of people. So people need three things in order for them to be part of this transformation. First, they need a very good leadership that they can trust, and our Director General and the Chairman, also the Minister of Transport and Logistics, with the Board of Directors, and the Director General, His Excellency, they were so keen in this transformation. They embody how the leadership is supposed to look like, and they helped leading the people of Saudi toward a very successful transformation. So first, you need to have reliable, visionary leadership, and very supportive all the way. That's would build the trust in the people that whatever you're doing is really going to help. Second, you have to let them know that there is a set of urgency. Okay, it's not, especially post COVID-19, you have to let them know that we either transform or we're not going to be there anymore.
Yeah.
So we have to create the set of urgency. And last, you need them to feel that they own the transformation. It's not like they anything that's ownership. See, it's not like you're forcing them to do something they don't like. You have to let them feel that they own this transformation. So you have to engage them more. One of the success story that we've done is that we were all united and one heart in Saudi to make sure that this transformation is successful. Regardless of my title, everyone in Saudi is a transformation leader.
Yes. It very much feels like that. You're absolutely right.
So if they feel like that, everything going to be good. And they, of course, you would find some resistance, you'll find some pushback, you'll find some many sort of behaviors and personality, but you have to deal with this process. And my job is to deal with this kind of personality. You have to recognize people when they do good. You have to thank them.
Yes.
You have to make them feel proud of what they've done.
Yeah.
And for those who have been doing wrong or not cooperating, you have to try once, twice, until you make them feel like they are owning this transformation.
Sure.
So this is the tip of the iceberg
Yeah.
that I'm sharing with you.
No, I mean, I think we can extend this conversation.
Especially people.
Way beyond, yes, exactly, on people. Just moving back to innovation, and my question to you is, Ibraheem, is how do you balance innovation with cybersecurity and resilience? It's quite a potential topic right now. We've recently seen some cyber attacks in airports in Europe, and we are continually just talking about technology at the moment and AI and in embedding it into our organizations, when at the same time there is a real national threat, not just from a corporate threat. How do you balance that resilience, but also being open to change?
Okay, so there is a framework for this. So let's just take it from governance perspective. we wouldn't embrace the technology fully until we are sure that this technology, once it's been applied within a smaller scale, which is a sandbox that we're working on, or a use case for some time, it's proven that it's going to add value, and it's from cybersecurity point of view, it's safe, and it's comply with the authorities' rules and bylaws. So we need to make sure that this is happening. In parallel, we create an environment where we can innovate, but away from the daily operations.
Yeah.
So we can take samples of the operations and feed this sandbox, or feed this innovative hub, to prove that this technology is going to add value from different perspectives, from operational KPI to financials to bottom lines and things. And we also, it would help also if someone else have tried this technology.
Why does it have to be us?
So why would we be the first to prove? So that's going also to going to help us. But we wouldn't risk our operations fully just for loving a certain technology. So we have to make sure that our customers, especially when it comes to data, and personalized data for our customers, this becomes very critical. So we need
to have to honor that.
Yeah. Right. So there's many layers, many tiers of protection, many tiers of security that we need to maintain within Saudi, and every airlines, I believe, that needs to take this in consideration before going ahead with any technology, because they need to make sure they're not compromising, safety or security for technology. So we need to do this balance. This balance always happens by having a robust and clear framework and governance, and phases. We take it from phase to phase to phase until we roll it out roll it out completely in the market. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Again, on transformation now, we probably move back to people. Actually, Saudi Arabia itself is going through massive transformation. What are your thoughts on that, and the journey that, or the contribution to that journey that Saudi is going to make going forward as well?
Under the vision of His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the godfather of our Vision 2030, which we were really driven by his leadership, by his inspirational leadership, and the very ambitious targets that's been set for the aviation industry, also cascaded down to the GACA, to General Authority of Aviation, and also the Minister of Transport. We work with them. We are one hive.
Yes.
We work together to make sure that we achieve those numbers in terms of number of passengers. We also work with the airports, work with our with other transportation initiatives. We want, for example, Saudi Arabia to be a logistic hub. So in order for us to be a hub, we need to improve our logistics offerings, and we need to make sure our companies that's working logistics, whether Saudia Cargo or Saudia or SAL, is working together to make sure that it contributes to those numbers. Saudia Airlines is the same thing. Fly Idea is the same thing. We need to achieve the number of passengers. We need to achieve the number of destinations. We need to achieve the number of the market share domestically and internationally. We need to bring people to Saudi Arabia. We have something to tourism. And rest assured, Saudi Airline Group strategy is fully aligned with every national strategy across the kingdom, whether it's the tourism strategy, is the Minister of Culture strategy, is the transportation strategy, any strategy, any national strategy driven from the Vision 2030, we are 100% aligned with. And one of the things that we are working on, we are localization and nationalization.
Yes.
So any deal that we are working with in maintenance, for example, or anything, we want to make sure that we have Saudization. We are training our people. We're building our capabilities, Saudi's capabilities, to maintain our aircrafts. We are making sure that people, some of those sophisticated kind of maintenance happens in Saudi Airlines, Saudi Technic, for example, one of the MROs company, one of the biggest MROs companies in the region. It has also one of the biggest MRO village in the region. So in Jeddah, it's around 1 million square meters, and it's huge. It's complicated. We have a lot of partners with us. So going back to Vision 2030, Saudi Airlines as a group and Saudi Airlines as an air transport plays a pivotal role in realizing the Vision 2030 KPIs from every aspect.
Yeah, perfect. Well done. Okay, great. And now we move to the flight path, which is your flight path, Mr. Ibrahim. What's been your proudest career moment so far?
See, in my business, in the business that I'm in, I have to tolerate failure. So you've heard about the phrase "fail fast."
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Yes.
So I have to make sure that I'm ready for both, because there is an unknown kind of a path that I have to take. I have to create leaders. Every place I work for,
Yeah.
in the past and also Saudi and present, I'm proud of building new leaders. So succession is very, very important.
Yeah.
The moment that I see other people handling transformation or handling execution, surgery execution, realization, I believe that I've made quite of a good career in my life, because I see success in their eyes and I see a continuation of business, and I build generation after generations of leaders.
And that is the only thing that's going to make, 2030 and beyond come to life if we have the talent within Saudi to continue that legacy. There's more than one Ibrahim. There's many.
There's many
Yeah.
Ibrahims. There's even better, way better than Ibrahim
Yes.
in Saudi. I mean, Saudi is a place where you can that produce leaders, and it has a track record of leadership. You can learn a lot from their experience, and our role model is the Director General, who's really implanted in us how to be the real leaders in taking decisions. And I want to quote him: "Perfection is the enemy of success. Not taking decisions worse than taking wrong decisions."
Yeah.
So this is his words, and I believe in them, and I believe in his leadership, and I think we need to create more leaders in Saudi, and this is one of the jobs that I'm really proud of in Saudi.
Perfect, amazing, and really inspiring, actually. So fantastic to hear that. What's the best piece of advice you've been given? You gave us some nuggets there from His Excellency, the Director General, but you've had a long and varied career. I'm sure you've had lots of advice along the way.
Yeah.
What's something that comes to mind?
We never lose. We either win or learn. It's Mandela.
Yeah.
I like this phrase a lot. And of course, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed, when he said that Saudis are like a mountain of twig. It's difficult to crash. They are always persistent and insist to achieve their goals. There's nothing stand between Saudis and their goals. They're always persistence to achieve it. One of the really valuable quote and advice that I had in my career, an early career, is to be patient. There is really a trick between balancing between achieving results quickly. So you want to accelerate realization. You want to be agile and being patient. So I try to train myself to be patient. Second, I have to tolerate mistakes. I have to take the punches. Taking punches is more difficult, way difficult than achieving results. So you have to tolerate yourself that there's setbacks. And whenever these setbacks happen, how would you react in this crisis? Last but not least, which I'm not good at, family first. Unfortunately, because I'm so workaholic, I like to work a lot. I have a lot of shortfalls when it comes to family. So my wife understands that. My kids understand that. But still, I feel guilty a lot toward my wife, toward my kids, because I need to spend more time with them. I think family is the most valuable thing in our life. So this is another piece of advice that I had in my career, but I failed in that. I need.
Well, the
to.
career is still there.
Yeah,
we
my
have
career is
time.
okay.
We have time.
I still have time.
Yeah, but you're right. We can take certain things for granted.
Yeah.
And But that's important now. It's key for our success as well.
Absolutely.
So it makes absolute sense. Okay. If we go back to the 25-year-old Ibrahim, what advice would you give 25-year-old Ibrahim if you saw him now?
I think you need to look into the next coming transformation differently. Before I was 2021 to 2024, I was so pushy. My job is to make things happen according to the plans or even accelerate them. I think now I have to look into things differently. I have to look into the pros and cons. I have to analyze more. I have to understand every single opinion within the organization. So stakeholder opinion, stakeholder map has to expand a little bit more to involve more people.
Yes.
And also I have to look into risks more careful. So these are the three things I would advise myself in 2025. And again, it's the impact you're going to leave once you leave.
Yes.
It's what matters. So people won't remember your speech,
Yes.
won't remember your presentation. They would remember the impact that you're going to leave in them once you leave. So I need to focus also on this more than before. These are the advices.
Makes sense. And now, it's very poignant. We're talking about Saudiization. We're talking about how the responsibility on the next generation, as much as yourself, to carry Saudi into the future. What skills or experience do you want to see more of in the future when it comes to aviation?
Oh, so let's take it three pockets. So when it comes to operations, I think maintenance is a big opportunity. I think we need more Saudi technicians. We need more Saudi engineers in supply chain and engine shops and heavy maintenance. In this area, I think the skills there, it's massive. We need to focus on them. We need to create them. We need to expand them. We need to make sure that we attract Saudi's new generations into this field. This is one pocket. The next pocket is digital. Obviously, AI, data analysts. I think AI it's booming, and it's every day we have new things. So having more skilled people in analyzing data, building AI models, coding, and ensuring that they are innovative in our value chain activities. This is also another skill that we're looking for. I think the last one is leadership skill. See, you can create engineers, you can create technicians. It takes time to create leaders, and leaders are the people who take this whole vehicle, whole organization toward success, toward its vision. So I think leadership skills, these kind of skills, capable people who are capable to make decisions, and bear the consequences of their decisions, are things that we need to look into. So if you groove all this, I believe in this industry, you need to listen to your customers more. You need to involve them more. So having people with patience and with good listening skills, it's something that's, I think, it be needed for the next 10 years. Because if you listen well, your organization going to benefit from you a lot.
Yeah, makes absolute sense. Okay, fantastic. Well, we're going to move to the quick fire round now. Our viewers will be very familiar with it. It's a short, sharp round. We ask a couple of questions. We're looking for one-word answers. Some of them need a few more words. That's just okay. But the idea is to get to know you a bit better as well, Ibrahim. So we'll start with the easy one, as you're an airline guy. Aisle or window?
Window.
Window. Chicken or beef?
Beef.
Beef. Favorite airports? Cannot be Jeddah.
Why?
But it's your home airport. We can't use that. We have to.
So other than my home airport.
Yes, of course.
That's a difficult one because they are competing. So I would go with. It has to be in the region.
No, it can be anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
I like DFW.
Yes. Okay. Dallas Fort Worth. Yes, makes sense. Okay. first job in aviation.
Which I had.
Yeah.
Which is transformation.
Yes.
I'm been the head of transformation since.
Walks in as the agent of change straight away. Huh?
Agent of change.
Yeah, fantastic.
Ambassador of change.
Ambassador of change. Yes, much more better. Biggest influence on your career so far?
As a person or the.
Yeah.
There's no doubt Prince Mohammed bin Salman. There's the big influence on my career, my whole career.
Fantastic. Earliest aviation memory?
You know, when I graduated from college from aeronautical engineering, mechanical system designs, the first training I had is in Saudia workshops. So I was in the maintenance, cleaning parts using sandblast nozzles. And so this is my first interaction with Saudia in the maintenance shops, in the fuel shop and this. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Are you a lounge lizard or a last minute dasher when you travel?
Last minute.
Last minute, yeah. Okay, so we'll have you here right to the end before you're off. Okay. Tell us one fun fact our viewers may not know about you.
In my earliest time after graduating from college, I used to sing.
Oh, okay. Any type of music or just?
I used to sing English, Arabic. I used to sing.
Okay.
I love music.
Yes.
Of course, my generation is about George Michael Jackson, those guys, and others. And of course, I like Saudi's music, Muhammad Abdu, Talal Maddah, others. So I think music was one of the things. But now I listen to whatever my wife listens to.
Okay.
So
the right strategy.
Yeah, no, but I love my wife a lot, so I love whatever she listens to.
Fantastic. Nice to hear that. Okay. So look, Ibraheem, we've come to the end. We're on the landing. So thank you so much for coming on board. It's been a real pleasure. It's been fascinating to hear your insight on transformation, what's going on not only in Saudia Group, but in Saudi Arabia itself as well. And I think more of the airways will be covered with what goes on in Saudi. I think it's fascinating. I know personally being a part of that ecosystem, watching it grow is something else, something else that maybe you never get a chance to be involved in again. So a truly opportunity to seize the moment. And selfishly, I pray that there is a huge success in that. Not only whether it's Saudi Arabia, whether it's the whole ecosystem. It's a fantastic opportunity. Just with that though, as we end the podcast, I would ask you to tell me about what our viewers, if there's one thing they take away from our conversation, what should that one thing be?
Transformation is a journey, it's not a destination. I think it's you need always to consider that it's not one time off. It's a continuous journey. You need to be patient.
Yes.
You need to understand your stakeholders' needs. You need to listen to your customers carefully. Technology would come and help in this, but not the main focus. So the main focus is how would you answer the needs of your customer? There is a professor in Harvard Business School who passed away, and I had the chance to meet with him in 2013, I think. His name is Clay Christensen.
Yeah.
And he had a lecture about jobs to be done. So jobs to be done, we have to think about what jobs or value proposition jobs need to be created and delivered to your customer based on the needs of your customer. So this, what we call it, understanding the needs, listening to the needs, and then you create these jobs accordingly, and you pass them over to them.
Yeah.
So transformation is a journey, not a destination.
Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. What a really good way to end, actually, and a reminder. So thank you again, Ibraheem. We're delighted to have you on board. Thank you for sharing so many insights with us as well.
So much.
That brings us to the end of the podcast. Like we said, we bring you so much insight, so much experience, so many great personalities onto the podcast, and we'll continue to bring more. What we need to do, as we always say, you got to like, you got to subscribe, and you got to follow us so we can convince the big hitters, the big guys within this industry to come along and join us. So with that, we're going to sign off. Keep flying high. And that's the Flying High Club.
Fly Saudia.
Fly Saudia. Thank you to Swiper for supporting the Flying High Club at Lisbon 2025.